What's going on, folks? It's Intergalactic Brew here. I'm not gonna even give y'all the enthusiastic introduction because this is real serious. Because I want to talk about something last night that was very disturbing to me, and I'm sure was disturbing to a lot of Atlanta sports fans out there. And that, of course, was the execution, I'll say, that the Atlanta Hawks, my Atlanta Hawks, suffered last night in Boston. Now, I know all of you have probably watched Sports Live and the ATL's video already. And it's funny because right before he was about to make that video, him and I were talking, and he pretty much summed up everything he told me last night when we talked. So I can feel him on everything he said, and everything he said was true. I mean, no questions asked. I mean, you can't deny it. You can't, throw any cliche on it. You can't try to sweet talk it, because it's just the brutal truth. It is. I thought after that first game, when we beat Boston in Atlanta, I thought like, okay, Atlanta is finally getting some courage. It's finally getting some aggression. Finally getting that attitude adjustment that we've all been looking for from the Hawks. Boy, was I fooled. And was I fooled good. Comeback game 2, stink it up. Was on the verge of putting this thing 2-0. And, once again, we bitch up and just let the Boston Celtics abuse us. Pretty much. I mean, our team looked like prostitutes out there. And I know that's harsh, but we did. We just looked like some athletic prostitutes letting the pimps take advantage of us. That's what it looked like. Because that's what they did. They abused us. And then it continued on in Boston. Now, except for game 3, which was last Friday. That was probably the closest thing we're ever going to see to a competitive game in Boston. Was game 3. But last night, completely opposite. Completely. And the thing about it is like, when are the players on the Atlanta Hawks going to get tired of getting abused? When are they going to get tired of getting shut down and watch all these teams pile up these enormous amount of points on us in the playoffs? When are y'all going to get tired of it, boys? When are y'all going to get tired of it? Because what it seems like to me, it seems like y'all enjoy this stuff, which would be a very insane mindset to have. But that's what it seems like. It seems like y'all enjoy this stuff. Well, guess what? Us as fans, we don't. We don't enjoy it. We're irritated. We're sick and tired of turning on ESPN and everybody talking about what the Hawks can't do. We're sick and tired of turning on TNT and hearing Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith making us the center of their own personal comedy show. I'm tired of it. And us, the loyal, devoted fans. Notice I said loaded and devoted. I mean loaded, loyal, and devoted fans. Not the fair weather fans, not the bandwagon fans, but us that have been here since Joe Johnson has gotten here. Even back to the days of Dominique Wilkins and Spud Webb and Mookie Blaylock and Steve Smith. People that have been watching Hawks basketball since that time. We're tired of being the center of attention negatively. But hey, this is how the Hawks make it. They make it this way. They do. And you know the bad part about it is, all of our players have talent. But yet, with all of that talent and all of that athleticism that we have, we still don't have a damn winning attitude. We don't. We don't have the attitude. Let me give the Hawks players a news flash right quick. Okay? Get mean. Get mad. Get angry. Start bullying other teams. Okay? Stop acting like a bunch of nice guys out there. Okay? Because in case you haven't noticed, basketball, it's not a nice game. It's supposed to be by nature, but it's not. Okay? These other teams don't give a damn about you. And you shouldn't either. But see, that's the problem. That's the problem. We don't want to stoop to that level. We don't want to go there. Why? Because we're worried about getting criticized. We're worried about what people will say if the Hawks started, fouling other players hard, or if Marvin Williams or somebody decided to take it to the hole and slam dunk on somebody and taunt somebody. We're worried about what people will say. Fuck what people say. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. You have to play fire with fire and hope that you don't get burned. That's what you have to do. You have to stoop to that level. And if you mess up a couple of times, so what? Like Sports Live and the ATL said, fuck it. That's the attitude that you should be playing with. A fuck it attitude. So what if you miss 5 or 6 shots? Go back and make up for them. Keep shooting. It doesn't matter. That's what basketball is all about. It's all about scoring. And it's about scoring as much as you can. And basketball is all about having something called balls, which is what the Hawks do not have. They don't have the balls. Why? Because they're afraid of failing. Have you ever noticed, and I'm talking to y'all now, and y'all probably have noticed, so maybe this is a stupid question that I'm asking, but the Hawks are going to have to realize the only way that you can be successful in the NBA is if you are not afraid to fail. If you are not afraid to take that last shot. If you are not afraid to go to the hole and slam dunk on somebody. If you're not afraid of getting hit while you're trying to make that reverse layup with 2 or 3 defenders on you. That is the key to success in the NBA, is fearlessness. And that's something we're not. We're not fearless. We're fearful is what we are. We're fearful. And I understand this may not change anything, but damn it, I sure wish it could. Because it's like now I don't even waste my time getting mad anymore. I don't even waste my time getting mad at the Hawks anymore. Whenever, whenever they give away a big lead, or if they give away a game, I don't even waste my time getting mad anymore. You know why? Because I'm tired of I'm just tired of getting all these headaches, getting mad, and wanting to punch the socket out of the TV. I'm tired of doing that. I just look at them as like, the Hawks are some bitches. I mean, it really hurts me to say that, but it's the truth. We play like some bitches, especially in the playoffs. If we're not at a comfortable point in the game, or if we don't have a comfortable lead, and when it comes time for us to get back that lead and get back the game in our favor, we some bitches. And you know who else is some bitches too? The coaching staff. Especially Larry Drew. Now I'm going to tell y'all something straight up. I wasn't happy with Rick's son appointing Larry Drew the head coach in the first place. I wanted anything and everything to do with Mike Woodson gone from Atlanta. I didn't want nobody that was under him, over him, on top of him, whatever. I didn't want nobody that even, had Mike Woodson's name attached to them in Atlanta anymore. But no. We had to go and get Larry Drew. I mean, that's the best we could do, is get Larry Drew. Somebody who's quiet, somebody who's conservative, and somebody, who doesn't have an edge to him. Last season, when we were on the search for a head coach, do you know how many coaches were out there? I mean, Mark Jackson, Avery Johnson, Nate McMillan, Tom Thibodeau. Come on. Larry Drew. That's the best Rick's son and his staff could do, huh? But that shows you where Rick's son's head at. If he makes desperate decisions, you're going to get desperate results. I just don't understand. And maybe I won't understand. I really won't. But, I mean, until the Hawks start playing with that fuck it attitude, or that I don't give a damn attitude, we're going to keep losing. Until we start playing fearless and with a carefree attitude. And I'm not talking about just from this point on. I'm talking about for the rest of the seasons on down. Until we start playing with a carefree attitude, we're always going to lose. And people are always going to make us their personal prostitutes and abuse us in basketball games. And we're not going to win any championships. And sooner or later, Phillips Arena is going to be half full. That's just the harsh reality, folks. So get used to it. You know what? And, I'm not trying to venture off into another subject, but I'm just putting this in with the point that I'm trying to make. At least with the Atlanta Falcons. At least with the Falcons, at least they're trying to bring people in that have a winning attitude. At least they're trying to change things around and get people in here that have that relentless, aggressive, I don't give a damn like attitude in order to win a championship. At least that's what they're doing. And at least they're getting players in here that have an edge, that have an attitude, that play like bad boys out on the football field and try to hit people and make people respect them if they're not going to respect them genuinely. I give the Falcons front office credit for that. I really do. But as far as the Atlanta Hawks go, we're not even trying. And I don't know why we're not trying, but we're not. But if that's how they want to be, if they want to be content, and if they want to settle for just being like this good young team that will never excel at the highest level in the NBA, then that's fine. I mean, you know, if y'all don't care in that perspective, then I won't care. I mean, sure, I'll still root y'all on. Y'all are still my team. I still have loyalty and commitment to y'all because y'all are a hometown team. I'm not going to abandon you because I'm not fake like that. But I will speak my mind. And like I said, we're some bitches when it comes to, you know, the last split second. We are afraid of the last split second. We are. I would have thought, as far as Joe Johnson is concerned, I would have thought as much as this guy scores and as much ability as this guy has to score, I would have surely thought Joe Johnson would have been the main one to be like, okay, fuck this shit. If I'm 4 out of 9 one night, I'm going to shoot 5 times more than that. I'm just saying. And you're supposed to be the franchise of the team, right? I would have surely thought you would have played with a carefree attitude. Same thing with Josh. I thought Josh would have been like, you know, one of these Blake Griffin, Dwight Howard types. You know, just going up, just dunking on folks. You know what I'm saying? Just hitting them in the head. You know? Not giving a damn. You know what I'm saying? But no, he thinks he's Larry Bird. He wants to take jump shots now all of a sudden. For real? And I mean, the same thing with Al Horford. My gosh. Are you serious? This guy's damn near 7 feet tall, built like a freaking ox. Okay? His arms are about as big as some baseball bats. And you're sitting up there taking jump shots too. If anything, Al Horford, you should be one of the baddest players on the court. You should be one of the main ones pushing people around, banging with people, fouling people hard, and taking hard fouls yourself. As built as you are and as big as you are, instead, Al Horford, you ain't nothing but a big old teddy bear. That's what you are. Just a big old pussycat is what you are, Al Horford. But until, I mean, you know, it's just the truth. It really is. And I know I'm going over on this video, but I'm sorry, y'all. I got to speak my piece. I have got to speak my piece. But yeah, man. The Hawks are some wimps when it comes to the playoffs. As long as they don't, when they don't have any expectations on them, or you know, when it doesn't come down to you got to get something done at the last split second in a game, you know, they're fine. But let that pressure come on them though. Let that pressure of it being the last split second and they having to get something done in the game. Let that happen. They run away. Every time. They run away. And as long as y'all keep running, people gonna keep laughing at y'all running. It needs to be a point where y'all get tired of running away from the moment and stop, turn around, look at that last moment in the face and be like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna take it on. I'm gonna live in this moment and I'm gonna seize it. And if I fail in the process, so what? At least I know I went down in a blaze of glory and I knew I died trying to seize that moment. That's the type of attitude that y'all have. That's the type of attitude Jordan had, Johnson, Bird, Wade, Rose. That's the type of attitude that they have. Like, I'm gonna seize this moment. I'm gonna look at this moment in the face and I'm gonna seize it. And if I fail in the process, so what? But at least I went down trying. Anyway, I've gone over long enough and y'all probably tired of hearing me talking. But like Sports Live and ATL said, man, changes need to be made. And we need to get some men in here that want to win championships and not boys. Because that's exactly what we're dealing with here, y'all. We're dealing with boys and not men. So, Rick's son, get your head out of your ass and get some men down here that want to play some real basketball. This Intergalactic Brew. I'm out. Deuce.